There we go.
Universal Interactive Studios production.
Universal Studios.
And developed by Naughty Dog.
So this is Crash 3. This was the second to last Crash game that Naughty Dog made. The last one that they made was Crash Team Racing. So a lot of people consider this to be, you know, one of the last good Crash games, believe it or not. I like this game, you know, I played it growing up. I have fond memories of it, but I mentioned this during our playthrough of 2 that I kind of prefer the second game.
Free at last.
This game has some good ideas. I would say it's a little bit easier than 2. Famous last words whenever I start dying every 5 seconds, but I think this kind of falls under the same category as my gripes with Spyro 3. And these are minor gripes, mind you, but I think, like, it kind of got too derivative. Like, it kind of did too much stuff that wasn't, like, just the core Crash Bandicoot gameplay, you know? It's, there's gonna be some other types of levels, most notably the underwater levels, which I personally hate. Cortex looks really weird in this game. But it's still an alright game. I mean, obviously compared to something like Wrath of Cortex, which came about like 2 or 3 years after this. This game came out in 1998. So, that was the same year as Gex 2 that we were playing yesterday. And also the same year as Spyro 1, which we played last year.
Generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable.
We're playing the Collector's Edition as well. I don't know what that means in the context of this. I don't think we get any bonus content or anything.
After many eons.
But it's clear that the Collector's Edition came out long after this game came out in '98 because on the inside sleeve it's advertising Spyro 1, 2, and 3 for me, the Collector's Edition. And Spyro 3 didn't come out till 2000, so this is at least, this particular Collector's Edition is at least as old as 2000, maybe even 2001.
Children.
I'm trying to look for like another date on it, but it just goes up to 1998.
Twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time.
And I know I'm kind of talking over the story, but it's pretty much the same as any other Crash Bandicoot game. Cortex is up to his bullshit, and we gotta collect crystals. That's all there is to it.
Good luck.
We're gonna collect some magical crystals. So it's kind of like a giant hub area now, with all the different worlds in here. I kind of like the Crash 2 warp rooms a lot better, if I'm being honest. Oh, and get used to this theme, because you're going to hear it a lot. Not just in the hub world, but in all kinds of levels. We called our last save file for Crash 2 Haha-wee. I'm going to call this one I don't have enough room for 2 T's. It's gonna be Paschetti. It's probably not how you spell Paschetti, but you know what? That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have some tasty Paschetti. But yeah, it's pretty much the same controls as Crash 2. After we beat each boss, we're gonna get some power-ups. One of them is like, I think you can do a double jump. Another is like you can mash the spin button to kind of hover.
Crash, why must you always muck in my mud?
Crash, crash,
Look,
crash.
I have a mask helping me too.
There's been like a trend lately of people making memes of like random celebrities, or like they'll do like Jordan Peterson or something, and he'll just like pop up his face like in the style of these cutscenes. Those are pretty funny. So the one big notable difference between Crash 3 and Crash 2 is that they now have time trials in the levels. Which means there is an element of speed running that one must do in order to 100% this game. So if you're good at speed running, I would say maybe give the Crash Bandicoot 3 100% a try. We are not going to be going for 100% in this game. We're just going to do a nice casual playthrough. Have a classic old time. I do like some of these levels. I like these medieval levels here, they're fun. This kind of reminds me, this is a very specific reference, but this reminds me of Smite, the original map for the Joust game mode, which was like a medieval theme. I know they brought it back recently in the game, but just because like it's been so long since it's been in that, and there's been like a ton of more characters released for Smite, it doesn't lend to the playstyle or the meta anymore. It's kind of like too small a space. So I think they quickly abandoned the classic Joust map. So if you've played Smite and you know what I'm talking about, let me know if you think this kind of looks like it. It's kind of same vibes, like whimsical medieval kind of stuff. Alright. I'm just gonna check my audio real quick here, so give me just a second. Blah 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 da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Sounds fine. Sounds fine. Yeah, I would say this game is probably a similar length to, you know, Crash 2. It's nothing too crazy. There's a lot more level variety, which if you're into that, that's great. I'm honestly kind of just a fan of these kind of levels. But we're going to have underwater levels. There's going to be levels where we get to play as Coco. There's going to be some flying levels. There's a lot of variety. Which I guess it makes sense, you know, they kind of wanted to change up the formula a bit, because the first two games were pretty similar. Oh, look at that. We got the clear gem. Yeah, again, it's going to be like the same philosophy I had for Crash 2, which is like, you know, if I can, within reason, get the clear gem, then sure, I'll get it, but I'm not going to, like, go out of my way for it. And you see that little blue onk there, that means, time trial. And with already level 2, we have an underwater level. So we got one level before the bullshit begins. These levels are usually really short, but they're just fucking annoying. And they decided to bring them back for Wrath of Cortex, which was a stroke of genius on their part. Wrath of Cortex was not developed by Naughty Dog. That was made by Traveler's Tales. And we're talking a pre-Lego game, Traveler's Tales. So this is when Traveler's Tales made like doo-doo feces games. But they really came into their own with the Lego series. They don't even go by Traveler's Tales anymore. They go by like TT Games, I'm pretty sure. Probably because they don't want to associate with their past identity of crap games. You may also be familiar with them from Sonic 3D Blast, aka probably one of the earliest examples of a not good Sonic game. I used to play Sonic 3D Blast a bunch because it was on the Sonic Mega Collection. But it's like, it almost gets to the point where if you play it too much, you almost get kind of dizzy just because of the isometric shit and like the colors flying by. It's a weird game. I'll say that. I think it was on Genesis and the Sega Saturn. I would like to play a lot more like old Sega games, like from like the Saturn and Dreamcast era. Saturn games especially are kind of expensive. Dreamcast games are kind of reasonable. If you want like a decent Dreamcast game nowadays, it'll probably cost you around like 30 to 50 bucks, whereas like Saturn games, if you want anything decent, you're probably looking at like 60 to 100, like no joke. But if you want like a weird like little like sports game or like fucking licensed game, it's probably like 20 bucks. But who wants to play those, right? I say as if we haven't played plenty of shovelware on this on the channel. Yeah, we're just gonna have a nice chill Thursday today. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot of bits. I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. That's kind of the vibes I'm feeling today. We're just gonna do some nice casual chill vibes. It is a nasty ass day, weather-wise for me here. It's one of those days. It's like been wet and rainy all day. I could hear it raining non-stop last night. I thought the damn roof was gonna fall in. It's definitely one of those days to kind of just cozy up inside, get some tea or cocoa, and just chill a little bit. And what better way to chill than with some classic PS1 games? I didn't really know what I wanted to play at first today. I know it's Halloween, you know, it's getting close to that, and maybe we want to do more thematic stuff, but I don't really know. Really, it's weird, like, I kind of resonate more with the fact that it's going to be the Gaming Goblin 2-year anniversary this month, rather than the fact that it's Halloween. Like, that's just me specifically. Which is crazy to think that, you know, we've been doing this for 2 years now, kind of off and on. Obviously not as consistent as I would have liked, but, you know, it's still been 2 years. October 29th, that's the big day. I think that was the date of my first stream, as well as, the creation of the YouTube channel. I don't know if I posted anything on the first day other than, like, my first stream, which I posted like a day later on YouTube, but for all intents and purposes, October 29th is the official anniversary of the Gaming Goblin. So mark your calendars. I don't know if I haven't really had to have anything planned for it, but I would like to stream if I can that day. Maybe we'll do. I was thinking like maybe I'll play Final Fantasy VII properly this time, since I've kind of been teasing it for a while. And that was some of my first videos was well, I stupidly decided that, well, I'll let you know a little story. I don't know if I might have talked about this in the past, but actually, like, the whole impetus, like, the whole reason I kind of started the Gaming Goblin, it was rather impulsive, which I'm known to be quite impulsive, but I've kind of been making online content for a good while now, kind of off and on across various, you know, platforms, and, I've gone under a bunch of different channels and usernames and stuff like that, but I was kind of in a lull. My last channel before this one, my Twitch channel at least, got hacked about, it would have been like a year before I started a Gaming Goblin, so maybe like early 2020, late 2019. And so I was kind of like, I still had the idea in my head that I, you know, wanted to still stream or like do something off and on. And I'd had the name The Gaming Goblin. I came up with that, like, back in 2018. Because my whole idea was, like, if I ever started a thing again, it'd be The Gaming Goblin, and if I did face cam, it'd be, like, me in a goblin mask. That was, like, the original. It was, like, a joke idea at first. But I found myself in a position where it was like, okay. Well, now I have to make a new thing since my old thing got hacked. That's a good lesson for everyone. Make sure you enable 2FA if you have the option to for whatever services you're using. If it's Twitch, if it's YouTube, if it's your fucking bank, just enable 2FA if you can, because password ain't enough these days, unfortunately. As much as we'd like it to be. But still, password is important. Make sure you have a secure password. That's your Gaming Goblin tip for the day. We have to have a tip each stream. But I was in a position where it's like, alright, I gotta make a new channel, you know, if I wanted to do stuff. And I was like, hey, I remember the Gaming Goblin idea I had a couple years ago. And specifically, I watched a video. I think it was, I don't know if it was Summoning Salt or some other YouTube channel like that, where it was a video about the history of this Final Fantasy VII challenge that a couple people did, where they would basically try to get to max level in the very first area that you could fight monsters in the game, where it's like you're blowing up the first reactor, it's just Cloud and Barret, The idea was to get to max level before you'd fight the first boss of the game, essentially the tutorial boss. And I was like so inspired by that video. I was like, not only am I gonna kickstart the Gaming Goblin that very day, but I was going to attempt that challenge as my first ever output of content, which was, you know, in retrospect, a dumb idea. Because in the video they described that the challenge wasn't even done like in a video form or a live stream. I think it was like even before that was even popular. But it was kind of just like forum posts that people made, and these guys would like update their progress every few months. But it got to the point where it was like every few years. So I didn't want to be in that position to be doing the same game for years. And it's kind of a foolish challenge when you think about it. It's really, the only purpose is just for like clout and just to say you did. But even then, it's like that wouldn't really resonate with many people. It's like, oh great, you got to max level in a 25-year-old game. Good job. So it definitely wasn't the best first idea for content, but you know, since then we've done a lot more. And I've never actually played through Final Fantasy VII all the way. I've played, you know, a good many hours of it, and I've beaten the remake, but I've never played through the original. And I really should, because it's a very good game. So maybe we'll do that for like the 2-year anniversary. We'll just have a normal full playthrough of Final Fantasy VII, you know, obviously interspersed with other stuff. So when it comes to JRPGs, I understand that that's not, you know, the most entertaining content to watch unless you're really into the game being played. Oh my gosh, I'm cutting it close here. So if I do like, we've done JRPGs on the channel before. I mean, we did Pokemon Crystal, we did Dragon Warrior, you know, so we've done stuff. But in those situations, I always like to add a little variety too, so it's not just the same JRPG game day after day, because even I wouldn't want to watch that. My whole idea behind like the content I want to make is that I want it to be something that I would watch, and I'm very much a fan of like kind of long form content, like Twitch VODs and stuff like that. So like background noise kind of stuff where you don't really have to be paying attention to it all the time, but it's just nice to have as noise in the background. So that's kind of been like my goal whenever I do streams or whenever I make Let's Plays. I want to have like that kind of content. And it's no surprise that like Let's Plays and streaming is like, you know, a dime a dozen. That was the case 10 years ago. That's probably even more so the case now since like the age of COVID. There's a lot of content out there, a lot of people trying to do their thing. But you know, it's still fun to do, you know. I obviously don't see this as like a money-making endeavor, like a pay the bills kind of thing. I'm more into it just for the enjoyment of gaming and just wanting to share fun games with the world, you know. Any money or success that comes from it is a byproduct and not the intention. And let me be clear, I do not make money from these streams, you know. It's just something fun to do. That's all. And I kind of use it as a vehicle to play through my games as well. And I've mentioned this before, where like I've got a pretty sizable physical game collection, for better or for worse. You know, I've often joked that I am a fan of buying games more than I like playing games, but especially like when COVID hit and we were all kind of cooped up in the house for a while. I got a lot of shit on like eBay and just like I would buy game lots. So like I increased the size of my game collection immensely just with like old PS2 things and just like little random bits and pieces, you know. So it's like this is a great way for me to play those games and then also, you know, maybe entertain some of you guys. That's always good, you know, kill two birds with one stone. See, I like Crash too because I can kind of like shut my brain off for it. It's definitely not as difficult as Crash 1 was. That was a bit rough though. I think it was my first death. That might have actually been my first death. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the history of the Gaming Goblin. That's like the backstory. So I'm sure I've like hinted at it or like mentioned parts of it in the past, but it's funny. I don't even really need the nitro crate because the dinosaur just breaks them for me. go. That's so mean that they put the gem right at the end of the thing, so you still have to grab it and risk getting killed by the dino. Okay. There's another clear gem too. I wonder if that's like a no-death run or something like that. I know there are some... In the second game, there were gems you could get by not breaking any of the crates. Making waves. These levels are alright, I guess. I like them better than the underwater levels. At least in this one, we're above water. It's kind of like, this is kind of like Wave Racer 64, if you're familiar with that game. I think I talked about it yesterday. My buddy picked that up recently when we went to a retro game convention. I think he picked up Wave Racer. We should do some N64 games, because I have a couple. The vibration in this level is insane. My controller is just fucking... You could plug my controller underneath a viral tweet if you catch my drift. Yeah, the controls for this are kind of wonky, but it's not the worst. It's something different. Can't fault it. At least it's trying something different. They definitely continue that trend with Wrath of Cortex. I thought that seagull was gonna like kill me or some shit. Between this and the motorcycle levels, this was I feel like this gem is a lot smaller than it is in the other levels. But between this and Crash Team Racing, or in the motorcycle levels, I should say, it seems like they were definitely trying to prepare mechanics for Crash Team Racing. I haven't played the original version of that game in a very long time. I had it as a kid, but I don't have it anymore. I've got the remake, which is good. I mean, it is to Crash Team Racing as the Insane Trilogy is to these games, where it's like a pretty faithful remake. It's just polish and a fresh coat of paint on it. I missed that one? Nonsense. Let's try that again. Why not? I can't imagine doing the, Oh man, I had the right height, but I was off. We'll give it one more attempt. Camera? There we go. You gotta be careful with these parts. And the boundaries are pretty forgiving too. You can actually... I don't even think these have hitboxes. They just mark the invisible wall, but you can kind of ride on them a little bit. I wish there was like an incentive to collecting clear gems aside from like the 100%. Like if you got like a certain amount, you know, you could get like certain boons or benefits. So even if you didn't like get all of them, you could still have like an advantage if you collected like 20 optional gems or something. You know what I mean? But who cares? Who cares? I'm trying to remember who the first boss is. Oh, it's Tiny. Oh yeah, the whole gimmick for this game is that it's supposed to be like time traveling, but they really only keep that motif for like it's very half and half how they keep the motif, because obviously this Tiny Tiger fight, it's going to be like a Roman Colosseum style thing, which is pretty thematic. But then like some of the others are kind of just like, oh, thank you for the follow, Mr. Juan. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm glad my alert box is working. It was giving me trouble the other day. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I like how you can see Cortex's henchmen in the background and like the little 2D sprites. I know I've mentioned this fun fact before, but in Crash 2, the file name for the Cortex henchman is obj_motherfucker. Yeah, like this feels like one of the only levels that's like thematic for like oh damn. It's like thematic for like time traveling. I guess there's like I think Dingo Dial's like in the Ice Age, but like after that it just kind of becomes like it becomes less of a time traveling game and more of like just like a around the world kind of game. Because it doesn't really imply what time period other levels are supposed to be. I mean, this is obviously ancient Roman times. But then some of the other levels, I don't know, it kind of loses that motif. I guess you could say like I mean, the last world is supposed to be like the future, I suppose, because it's all like robots and shit, but it just feels like they didn't commit fully to the... Damn it. That's tough. It just feels like they didn't commit fully to the whole time traveling idea. Maybe if they like remade this game, they could give it like a Sonic Generations kind of twist where it's like old Crash and new Crash and they like travel through time, but I mean, I guess the new game is called Crash 4, It's About Time, and I think that does have time traveling elements, so I guess I answered my own question. I don't know why these line parts are messing me up so much. Let's just keep moving, I guess. Oh man, I was so close. They look so happy too once they're just standing still. They got like a little smile on their face. Tiny's wearing Converse though. He's styling right now. I went to Famous Footwear and picked up a fresh pair of Converse. Dude, wow, I didn't even hit the button there. This is a poor performance. I don't know why I struggle so much with this boss fight. It's very easy, but it's just like... the line timing is fucky. And whatever you do... Oh, come on, man. Don't use the analog stick. Don't use the analog stick for this. This game is made with the D-pad in mind. I'm gonna burn through all my lives. Fucking hell. I should have saved. Because I mentioned this whenever we were playing Crash 2 the other day, is that I fucked myself over playing this game on my own time because I made it to the last world. Fucking shit, what is happening? What is actually happening right now? There's something up. There's some sorcery afoot. I think I'm just overthinking the lion part. I think if I just stay on 2 lanes and we'll do that. Okay. Fuck. There we go. Holy shit. I feel like after this many deaths they should have given me a mask. They usually do that if they pity you enough, if you do poorly. So now we got the supercharged body slam. Very cool. And I guess I don't have to pick up the power-up, it just gives it to me? That'd be funny if I had to pick it up, but since I wasn't standing near it, I missed it. Good job, Crash. You get a big kiss on the mouth like Tom Brady. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
And save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
I think this was the first game that they had a voice for Aku Aku as well. Because I don't think he talked too much in the first 2 games other than like, what do we got? Let's save. Dun 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 dun. Alright. World 2. See what I mean? Like, now it becomes like, I guess this is like Egyptian or like Middle Eastern themed or something. But that's not really like a time period though, and it's like a place. And then the first level, we're gonna go back to the medieval
Why
area.
would you continue to be a thorn in our side? What? Where was I? Tiny was a good
Uka
fellow.
Uka used to
He hated
terrify me
everyone and
as a kid,
everything. But a good
especially if
heart,
if we get a
nonetheless.
game over in this
Please be
game.
more
Like the game
reasonable
over
with my
screen
minions
is
next time.
Uka Uka in a darkly lit room going game over. He just smiles menacingly at you. That used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. I would be so afraid to get a game over. And for the longest time, whenever I had my PS1, I didn't have a memory card, so I pretty much each play session was a fresh start. So if I got a game over, I was SOL. Thankfully, in Crash 1, they give you like the option to have passwords because, you know, that was like early in the PS1's lifespan, so they probably didn't anticipate a lot of people to have memory cards. But by, you know, 1998, 99, it was like, yeah, you should definitely have a memory card for your console. Nowadays, you don't even need memory cards no more. I mean, I guess unless you have a Switch, that's probably the only console that still uses a memory card. It's a micro SD. You know, as much grief as people give the Switch, you know, I see it as a very convenient console. I don't try to like stack it up with like the PlayStation or the Xbox. It's a completely different kind of thing. Nintendo has a very specific market. They want, you know, most of their library is more geared towards younger audiences, and additionally, they are in favor of like portability and accessibility over, you know, the latest technological advancements and stuff like that. And with that in mind, I gotta say, like the way they optimize their like space on games is pretty good. Like, I don't think I've seen a game bigger than like 15 gigabytes on the Switch, and that's like full download. If you have a cartridge, you're good to go. There might be like a little update to do, but game sizes are very, very reasonable. And I don't know if this is the case for like every game, but I know it is for a lot, where a lot of the space usage comes from like audio files. That was a thing notably with the first Titanfall game, was that it was like 60 gigabytes and like a majority of it was uncompressed wave files. I would not be surprised if that practice still exists today in various AAA games, just because. Like, when Warzone 2 comes out, oh my gosh, that's gonna be the biggest game in the world. I often joke with my friends that Red Dead Redemption 3 is gonna come on its own dedicated console. Like, game sizes are gonna get so big that we're gonna, like, circle back to just having arcade machines again for stuff. Like, small, private arcade machines, because games will be so big, you can only have, like, one game per system. Thankfully, SSDs are starting to get a little more affordable now. And they usually go on sale a bunch. A couple buddies of mine picked up, I think it was like a 1 or 2 terabyte SSD for the PS5. And thankfully, PlayStation is aware that, you know, they're gonna run out of space, their users, so they give you like an expansion slot in the console to put like things in, so you don't have to use the USB, which is good. Yeah, I don't foresee the space issue going away anytime soon. I think games are gonna keep getting bigger and bigger in file size. And I hope there's some innovation soon. And I understand that these like Microsoft and Sony can't really take like the Nintendo approach too much, because their games are a lot more have a lot more technical requirements. But there's definitely, I feel like there's some fat that can be trimmed from the whole file size thing as a whole. Damn, I missed one crate. Oof. And it's still like wild to think. Like, you know, obviously I understand that because games are so much more advanced and, you know, technically demanding, that it would be very hard to go back to this. But I still like think about just like with this, for example, like I can turn on my PlayStation, put in Crash, and the game starts. You know, I don't have to wait for a download. The load times aren't even that bad. I mean, Hell, I get longer load times with any other modern console. And I get that, you know, this game is from 1998. It is probably 1/100th of the size of, like, Crash 4, for example. Like, Crash 4, it's about time. I get that. But it's just, like, it's just weird to think that, like, we're going backwards, almost, in the way that... And that we're so, like, used to it. And I'm complacent in it, too, I get that. But it's just weird when you think about it from, like, an outside perspective. It's like, we have to wait so long to get into games, especially these online games. And that, you know, for a lot of people, if they get a new game, they have to pretty much dedicate their entire evening or wait till the next day to play it because of just updates and shit. And it's just, it's weird to think that, like, technology has come so far, yet it feels like the user-friendliness of it is just, like, backwards, or the quality of life of getting and playing your games in a timely manner has decreased so tremendously. Like, you'd think there'd be some kind of innovation to reverse that at some point. But in that specific regard, I feel like we're going backwards. These levels are kind of fun. I like them. We're gonna see a good few of these, like 2 or 3 of them. I didn't mean to kill him, but I guess he had to die. I love the noise the scorpion makes. Okay. Let's do the bonus. Dun 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 dun. There we go. This is a clever little bonus. I'm trying to remember if they had the timed crates in Crash 2. I know that maybe they had them in Crash 1 as well. But I'm struggling to remember, even though we played Crash 2 just a few days ago. I feel like there weren't any of the timed crates. Maybe I'm thinking like maybe they brought them back in the remake of Crash 1 and 2, but they weren't necessarily in the original versions. Again, I could be totally fucking wrong. Oops, I kind of just ran into him. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh fuck. Good thing I could take a hit there. I like this level too, it's very bright, it's fun. I think there's 1 or 2 of these that take place at night. Damn, I missed 2. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Oh, there's a P gem in this level too. I wonder how you get that one. Hey, Hang 'em High, that's the name of a My Chemical Romance song. Speaking of, I heard the news the other day that Tom DeLonge rejoined Blink-182, and they're going on a world tour. That's pretty exciting. I wasn't really super into Blink-182, but I've listened to, you know, listened to the hits, and I like them. But I know a lot of people growing up that were like super into Blink-182, and they're good. I listen to them. I listen to like Sum 41 and stuff. It's nice to see these bands like get back together. So the only way to get the crystal in this level is if we make it in first place. I don't think the first race is too bad, but there's like 3 or 4 of these, and I would not be surprised if we have to redo some of them. think your best bet if you're looking to 100% these levels is to go for the normal crystal first, just by beating the race and then playing the level again and getting everything. There are a lot of corners you can cut here. The controls are notoriously stiff for these segments, and people were like surprised whenever oh fuck, that was a really fast level. People were surprised that they kept the stiff controls in the remake. They're like, oh, why didn't they make it better? Well, it's like, I don't know, they were trying to keep it as close to the original game as possible. And I don't really mind the controls. Pretty easy to get used to. It ain't the worst thing. Let's run it back. Yeah, I was not expecting this level to be so fast, but I guess we're already gonna have to repeat one of these. And once again, similar to the Coco level on the jet ski, this one is, oh gosh, that was rough. This is vibrating the shit out of my controller. I would say in a lot of cases, hitting the ramps actually slows you down. It's faster to just run by them. There we go. Now we're cooking. Look at that, I got the clear gem and I got the crystal. That's how it's done, son. Oh good, the air conditioner kicked on. We're still in that weird time of year where it's like, sometimes the AC's gotta pop on, sometimes the heater's gotta pop on. I am very much looking forward to it being consistently cold, so I don't have to worry about switching a bunch. I'm a winter person. I am very much a winter person. I don't know if you lose a life if you actually fail the race. I never really checked. Alright, Tomb Time. Sounds like a mobile game, like a Dungeon Runner clone.
Good day, mates. Dingo dials the name, and Uka Uka and
I did think it was
Cortex
cool
gave
in
me orders to bring
the new
crystals
Crash
to
game,
them during
Crash
the Ice
4,
Ages. So
that you could
give
actually
me the
play as
goods
Dingo
and
Dial for
shove
some of the
off,
levels, like he has his
or
own
I'll
little
roast
story
you.
arc. I thought that was cool. Really, I liked a lot of the ideas that Crash 4 had. It kind of has the same, like, derivativeness of this game, in that, like, there's only, like, maybe 70% levels where you're playing as Crash, and the rest are, like, other characters and, like, other gameplay styles, but I don't know, I gotta appreciate it. I really do like that game. I would like to play it again, since it's been like 2 years now. But it's my understanding that that game did not do very well. And then with all, you know, with the shitstorm that is currently Activision Blizzard, you know, between all the stuff going on, you know, in the news with them, and then also the announcement that they made last year that they were kind of pulling all their studios to work on Warzone, I do not foresee like another new Crash or Spyro game, unfortunately. I would love to see a new Spyro game. Even just one more, like what they did for Crash. They'd made a Crash 4. If they made like a Spyro 4, they kind of like retconned and like made it so that Enter the Dragonfly didn't happen. I feel like I got the short end of the stick with that game because I don't know if it's my particular copy or if it's just the fact that I have the one on GameCube, but it runs like absolute dog shit. I wouldn't mind getting Enter the Dragonfly on PS2. See if it like maybe runs a little bit better. Or maybe it could run like emulated pretty well, I really don't know. But I'm attributing the poor performance at least to the GameCube port. I don't know if it came out on Xbox either. I feel like probably Xbox would probably be the best performance, best performing version of that game. Just because the Xbox is very, very meaty. I think even to this day, Xbox still is like considered the more powerful console, just like in specs alone. I could be completely wrong. I'm not really one to look at the details of that kind of shit, but I know that that's like, at least in the early days of Xbox, that was kind of their whole shtick, was that this is the fucking beefy console. And it makes sense too when you look at, oh, I just ran right into him. Because at least like in the Generation 6 of consoles, which is one that I follow a lot, and a lot of my favorites are on there. That's like GameCube, Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox. Like Xbox came out the latest of those four. It came out in like, I think 2001, late 2001. So most of the other consoles had at least a year. Were out for at least a year. I think maybe GameCube also came out in 2001. Maybe. But I know like PS2 came out in 2000 and Dreamcast came out in 99. So it makes sense that the Xbox would be the more technically powerful one because it, you know, they had the benefit of a couple extra years of development time. This brings to mind some of those levels from Crash 1. Good thing there's a checkpoint right there. I think this is a secret wall. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just dumb. I know there's some secret walls in Crash too. Hello. Some of these tomb levels later on, they have like flooding elements in them, and it's like, ugh. It brings to mind the classic days of Crash 1 timing. Yes, please, I would like to collect the 1-up. Look, there's the Cortex Pharaoh. Eh. Fuck! Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Iframes, baby. Let's go. Oh no, they brought these guys back from Crash 2. Everyone knows the ancient Egyptians were actually the first to create the flamethrower. They used reeds from the Nile River and they filled it with oil. Oh yeah, I never showed off the new belly flop ability we got. See, he kind of does that little extra spin. The idea for the power-ups is they want you to kind of go back through the levels after you get them, and it'll kind of be easier. I think that the cheapest one is the fucking bazooka that you can get with the reticle, where you can just use that to shoot far off crates. I feel like it's going to be an underwater level. No? Okay. I really like these levels, actually. I like the auto runners. I used to hate them in Mario, but I've actually grown quite fond of them. We should do some more Mario on the channel. I haven't really played a whole lot. The only thing we did was 3D World and Bowser's Fury. But I don't even think I uploaded that to YouTube. I think that just was on Twitch. Oops. That's okay. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I'm going too fast here. Oh, really? I didn't think I hit that. Oops. I'll tell you what though, it is quite like, there is like 1 second of disappointment when I miss a crate or something, but then it's immediately relieved whenever I realize that it doesn't matter, because I'm not going for the 100%. Yeah, some of these you need to be like running fast before you jump, so that way you get enough distance to get the crates. Music in these levels is fun too, I like it. the very least, I'm getting some Wumpa fruit to build up my live cushion. Don't miss the gem, that's the most important part. The crystals. Dang, I missed 3 crates. Oh well. I don't know if Polar makes a return in this game, if like there's a level where you get to ride Polar as Crash. I'm pretty sure Polar's in Crash Team Racing. I know the Tiger is. I don't know what the Tiger's name is. LT Gray, perhaps. Remember that? Wasn't that a show? Alright, we got Dingo Dial. That's what happens when you cross a dingo with, guess what?
Right.
Alligator.
Now you've gone and done it.
That's how you get
Them
Dingo Dial.
crystals are mine.
Those toes are mine. That's what it sounded like he said. Dingo Dial canonically has a foot fetish, in case you didn't know. Oh, there's Penguosis, the good boy. Aw, don't burn him.
The butter. Gonna make toast.
Go the butter, gotta make toast. Dingo Dial actually used to scare me too. I think I know why, because I used to watch The Rescuers Down Under as a kid. I think that's just the sequel to the Rescuers movie. And like the main villain in that is like this Australian poacher. And he like kidnaps the kid and the rescuers have to save him. I think with that in mind, that villain used to scare me, so that's kind of why Dingo Dial used to scare me. Oops. There we go. This boss fight's kind of cool. I like the concept. Honestly, the only boss fight I think I'm gonna have like trouble with is gonna be the last two. It's gonna be what's his name? What's the fucking guy with the rocket in his head? I cannot remember his name right now. His fight's just long, so I don't really like it. And then the last boss fight's kind of jank on the PS1, if I remember correctly. It's a lot easier on the remake. It's like conceptually easy, but I just fuck it up a bunch. I don't have a good memory of that boss fight. I cannot remember that. Is it Nitrous Oxide? I think that's the villain in Crash Team Racing. Fuck, I can't remember. Oh my, how did I not get hit by that? I'm genuinely surprised. This was much easier than
You thrashed me, mate.
the Tiny Tiger fight.
But you'll soon be
See, I pick up that one, but I didn't pick up the first one. So we got the double jump now, hell yeah. Wait, we pick it up, but it still sits there at the end. That's strange. So maybe that's what happened the first time. I didn't pay attention. Very strange. There we go. That's World 2. Very fun. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to beat this game today. It shouldn't be too crazy. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Are you sick of this music yet? Alright, let's update the sketty. I think I have the collector's edition of Spyro 3 and it's one of those like holographic covers, you know, like remember when you were a kid and you got like there were so many things where it was like the reflective thing where if you held it at a certain angle, it'd be like a different picture. It's like one of those. It had like that very scratchy surface, if you know what I mean. This one does not, so I don't know if like someone just put that in there, like the previous owner, or if that's like how the collector's covers used to be. But I didn't even know until recently that there was like a collector's edition series of PS1 games. So you got the normal black labels, normal, and then you have the greatest hits, which, you know, the big green label, and then we have the collector's edition where it's a white label. This is Entropy.
Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my
Entropy's like the mastermind in Crash 4. They really like dumbed down Cortex as the franchise went on. Like he was very menacing in the first two games, but then by this one he starts to take like a back seat and becomes like the oaf, like the dumb oaf kind of villain where he's like constantly fucking up. Oh wait. They're encouraging you to use your new double jump ability. So this is a weird if you're familiar with Full Metal Alchemist, the show Tucker episode, this is kind of like that. Some weird, like, Crash Bandicoot fish hybrid here. Or maybe this is maybe this is like the Jurassic Age is supposed to be a distant ancestor of Crash Bandicoot. Really, I can't walk through those? I would like to play like all the Crash and Spyro games on the channel at some point, but man, some of them are fucking horrible, dude. Like, some of them are just not fun. I thought I had to wait for the egg to hatch. And we have a little dino friend. Aw. He's just born and he's already being put to work. Such is life, I suppose. Do not make any Yoshi comparisons, ladies and gentlemen. This is very much not Yoshi. It's legally distinct. Actually, this is more close to Yoshi in the Mario Brothers movie, because it's just a fucking raptor in that movie. I know that they put out the trailer for the new animated movie this week, but I did not watch it yet. But I hear it looks really good. What? Like, I wasn't bouncing on the crate for a second. That was very confusing. I'm definitely excited to check out the Mario movie when it comes out, but I'm alright with not seeing anything about it until it comes out. I still haven't watched the second Sonic movie yet. I have it on Blu-ray, but I just have not checked it out. I think I need to rewatch the first one first. Maybe I'll do like a double feature. It's good that we're in an age where like video game movies can be a thing and not be like cringy anymore. I feel like there were so many movies based on video games in the past that just like flopped horribly or just like weren't good. But you know what? I will stand by my statement that I really like the live action Mario movie. It did not do well and people did not have good memories of it, but I thought it was very fun and I appreciated what they did, like the ideas that they had. Yes, it looks like fucking Blade Runner, but I still like it a lot. It's a fun movie. I think Bob Hoskins is a very good Mario. And then I cannot pronounce his name ever, but John Leguizamo, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. John Leguizamo. He's pretty good as Luigi. It's a different take. I encourage you to watch the Mario movie. You can't. Last time I checked, it's not on anything. Like, it's not on any streaming service or anything like that. I actually had to go out and buy the DVD for it. But I encourage you, if you have the ability to, definitely watch the Mario movie. It's very unique. Get some popcorn, get some friends, get some beer, cream soda, whatever your vice is, and sit down for a lovely night of Mario movie. Maybe do a double feature, watch like the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've never seen that one yet. I know, like, I think in that movie, the dude that plays, I'm gonna beat myself up for not knowing the actor, but the guy that played M. Bison in that movie, he was like battling like terminal cancer during the filming of it. This kind of brings down the mood, I know, but like he was like battling terminal cancer during the making of that movie, and I think that he still like put in his all in the performance, and I think his reasoning was that he wanted to leave something behind for like his kids and stuff, which is very sad and very sweet, but I hear he had a pretty good performance in that movie. I did not mean to bring the mood down. I'm gonna bring the mood down even more because we're gonna do an underwater level, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves these underwater levels. At least we get to start with the little rocket jet. That makes it 10% more bearable. once again, my controller's fucking vibrating the shit out of me. Oh. I'm still recovering from breakfast. I had like one of the heaviest breakfasts ever. There's this little diner by me, and I'm always like thrown off by the prices because they're like a little expensive, but like they give you such a huge portion. I haven't gone in like a good while, and I forgot how much food they give you. So I ate many hours ago, but I'm still like, the slow halt as the carbs process in my body and things start shutting down. It's time to nap. That's why I'm playing Crash. Oh fuck. This is the vacation Crash game. Because think about it, we're traveling around the world, we're going underwater, we're doing scuba diving. We're doing we're visiting ancient Egyptian ruins. That's what I say, I stand by that this is less a time travel game and more of a just around the world kind of game. Someone called Daft Punk because we're going around the world. Oh yeah, I forgot that Daft Punk kind of like stopped. They announced that like a year or two ago. I'm surprised they didn't put out like one more album, but I'll tell you what, though, Random Access Memories is a very, very good album. There was a time where I was in college and all I had was like a CD player, so I would drive to school every day and I would listen to that album like every single day to and from school for like a month. And like before I had many other CDs, and I was like, that album became so ingrained in my brain. So I've got good memories with it. I always associate it with the college days. Oh, I did the same exact thing. It's weird because you gotta come around, because the little landmines, they like follow you slowly if you notice. I wish I had like an Aku so I can at least take a hit, but we have to be a little more crafty, it appears. It wouldn't be a Crash Bandicoot playthrough if I didn't repeat the same mistakes 13 times, now would it? Oh. Boom. Really? Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck. At least there's not a completion metric for killing all the enemies like there is in Spyro 2. I'd argue Spyro 2 has much easier platforming. The difficulty in Spyro comes from, like, finding all the secrets and stuff. Whereas I would say the difficulty in Crash comes from, like, the actual platforming itself. Alright, here we go, guys. See what I mean? I'm kind of fucked here. What? I was above you! I just have to go really fast, I think, and not give the little mine the time to come around. It's weird that I'm like struggling at like the weirdest parts. I just hate the controls here too, especially when you're not on this thing. Underwater levels are just not fun. The only way an underwater level would be fun is if like you had the same gravity and controls as you did in a normal level, and it's just like a thematic thing. Which I know wouldn't make much sense, but like maybe, I don't know. Like, I cannot think of a single underwater level that's, like, enjoyable. The Mario ones suck. You know what, the Donkey Kong ones are alright, just because, like, the controls are so tight. There's really not a lot of, like, gravity. I was waiting for another one to be on the right side. There's not, like, a whole lot of gravity in, like, Donkey Kong Country. I would say that's probably the most acceptable one. Also, the music is fantastic in those, too. Aquatic ambience, great music track. Alright. Alright, you son of a bitch. Oh gosh. Oh, that's right, we played Donkey Kong Country 3 on the channel a few months ago. I don't know if I uploaded it to YouTube though. Some shit I just miss, like, there'll be times where I'm just lazy and I forget to download the VOD in time. Even though I have 2 months to do it. So. Almost everything in our past live streams exists on the YouTube channel. Not everything, unfortunately. Which makes me really sad because the Pokemon Crystal playthrough is very fragmented. Like, I only have 4 parts to it, and I don't have like the finale, which is a shame because that was one of my favorite series that we did on the show. But I wouldn't mind replaying. Maybe we'll do like a gold or silver run at some point. I'll be adamant about uploading that to... What is this? I feel like there's some backtracking involved there. Alright, there's gonna be some dang old eels. Oh fuck. Oh, I do have a mask at least, that's good. But I'm in that position right now where like there's gonna be a new Pokemon game next month. And I really want to play Pokemon. And the question is, do I satisfy that... Oh, go, 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 go. Do I satisfy that craving now by playing just one of the many games that already exists, or do I just wait and let that urge build up for the new game? I still haven't played Brilliant Diamond yet. I think it comes out like mid-November, so we got like a solid month before the new one. And I've been trying my best to avoid any information about the game. The only thing I know is that there's that mechanic where they can like mega evolve into crystals now. That's the only thing I know. And then I know like the starters. I know about the starters, the bread Pokemon and the olive Pokemon, and that's it. And that's all I want to know until the game comes out, as far as I'm concerned. Turning around on this thing is a pain in the ass. I'm struggling. That's the thing, like that's the biggest gripe with these levels is it comes down to you have to like inch your way through it. They're not long levels, but you have to fucking be so careful. And that's why I don't like them. Fuck! Fuck! At least we're done. Oh, and that activates the thing where we have to back... That is so mean. Having to backtrack through all that if you want to get the 100%. How about fuck you instead? Wow, how about that? Again, thankful that I'm not having to 100% this. Alright, what do we got next? Oh, here we go. High time, Seth Rogen be like. I saw this weird video on Twitter the other day where like Seth Rogen had like these 1-inch acrylic nails on and he was like rolling a joint. I was very confused. Oh my gosh. They're throwing bombs? Yeah, I keep forgetting I have a dang old double jump. Oh. Oh no. I'm always waiting for whenever they have like lumps of crates like this for there to be like a fucking nitrous or TNT, because they've done that before. They do that in Crash 2 sometimes. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Man, I'm just fucking up, aren't I? I'm just fucking up. You know, another game I've been thinking of a lot lately, and I fucking hate that I am, is Wild Woody. We played like 80% of it last year, but there's still like a fraction of me that wants to revisit that game and maybe put it to rest with a beating. That game does deserve a fucking beating because it is dog shit, but it is. I would argue that it is a piece of history, just because it was like, I think it was one of the last Sega CD games that they made. Because I'm pretty sure all the articles about it say it was like a swan song for the CD, like a last ditch effort to sell the console. Because I think I mentioned this before, there was only like 30 some games released in America for the Sega CD. It did not do very well. I do admire Sega's creativity though, and their like dedication to getting as much bang for the buck out of the Genesis as possible. With the fucking CD add-on, the 32X attachment, like, and it's well known that the Sega Genesis was still selling incredibly well even into the Saturn's lifespan, which contributed partially to the poor sales of the Saturn, just because people were still happy with the Genesis and what it did. It'd be fun to play some like the full motion video games on the CD. I think they had Corpse Killer for that console as well. That'd be a good Halloween game. Maybe we'll do that. Because that was a big thing for the early CD consoles, was the full motion videos games, like the I think Night Terror was an infamous one. They had Plumbers Don't Wear Hats, or Plumbers Don't Wear Ties or something. And then Corpse Killer. They had like those drug games too, where it's like the rail shooters where you're like a police officer and you're going to shady bars and having gun battles with gun battles with enemies. I thought it was cool when they actually ported Corpse Killer to PS4 last year, a year or two ago. It was crazy to see. You really don't see many full motion video games anymore. They're definitely like a product of their time. I think the closest thing was that Square Enix put out like a game recently that's like this detective story that takes place across like different time periods, and that's I think that's full motion video, or at least has like live action actors in it and stuff. It's not like, you know, it's not like animated. Alright, there we go. My depth perception did not fuck with me this time. At least we have a checkpoint now too. Okay, so this is probably like a death platform. If we didn't die in this level, we would get a little bonus. Little bonus. Oh my gosh, get away. I love I can just skip that whole part. Like, you know what? I don't want to. I don't wanna take on this this orangutan. I think it's an orangutan. He kinda looks like, his face kinda looks like fucking Cusco when he's a llama in The Emperor's New Groove. That's a game we could fucking play, the Emperor's New Groove game. It's literally just a reskin of Croc, because it's made by the exact same people, Argonaut. I played that on my own like a couple years ago. You know, whenever I tell these stories about like these horrible games that I've played willingly of my own time, it makes me sound insane because it's like I didn't even do it to make like a stream or like any kind of content. I just literally sat in my back room and played fucking Emperor's New Groove on the PS1. Why did I do that? That's one of those games that like you just have to show the world because it's so bizarre. It's not the worst game, honestly, as far as licensed games go. There's definitely a lot worse shit on the PS1. I mean, after all, we did play The Grinch. I encourage you to check out that video, because that was fucking a shit show. Couldn't even get through level 1, I don't think. It's just a weird game. But those are the kinds of games where it's like, I wouldn't mind revisiting from time to time. That's why I was thinking like about Wild Woody recently. It's just like, games that are so bafflingly bad, you almost have to play them a little more just to see how far down the rabbit hole you can go. I mean, I ain't fucking streaming like Overwatch or Fortnite shit, so like I might as well play the weird PS1 games, right? That's a lie, I streamed Overwatch on Sunday. But I made it very clear in that stream that that was probably going to be one of the only times that I streamed it. I had fun though. It's just like those kinds of games, like unless you're like really good and or playing competitively, like I don't think it's good content if you're just casually playing. I don't know. I learned my lesson because there was a time many months ago where I fucking played Fortnite and COD a shit ton, and it was, in retrospect, that's like, who would want to watch that? I'd rather play my weird PS1 games. Because I like multiplayer games, I do, but it's just like... And I've said this so many times before, but they are the ones nowadays are literally designed to be like the only games you play with just the fucking fear of, like, all those games now, they just capitalize on fear of missing out with like seasons and the battle passes and like the limited content and stuff like that. It's like, it's great if you really like those games, you know, but it's just like, they are designed to take up all of your gaming time. That's why I like stuff like this, where it's like, I can beat this game in maybe like 3 to 4 hours, reasonably. Oh. And I don't have to feel like I have to dedicate weeks. Fuck. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall in the hole there. Man, I'm only in 6th place. This is not, we're definitely gonna have to redo this. I'm just gonna get used to the fact that I'm probably gonna have to redo all these motorcycle levels. At least this one's a little longer than the first one. I have to see what kind of tricks I got up my sleeve to cut some corners here. I thought the police sirens start going off, but then like they don't even move. They'd kind of just sit there. Oops. Wonder if we can swing it. Oh gosh, that was very bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo it. Crash Bandicoot tax dollars hard at work repairing the fucking meteor craters in the damn road. I wonder if Cortex has ever been audited. I bet Eggman's been audited. Alright, let's run it back, shall we? I don't even know if you could hear my controller, but it is fucking insane. Sounds like it's popping a small bag of popcorn in there. Alright, I'm ready now. I'm focused, I'm hydrated, I'm in my lane. I'm gonna try to avoid most of these ramps if I can. Oh, a little finagling, there we go. A little sluicing. I actually kind of like the background, even though it's very, very basic. I like the shady canyons far off. Far out, man. Gotta hit the jump for this one. Oh my gosh. I always feel bad if there's like any new viewers watching and they just come in on me like going bleh, making a horrible noise. I'm just so used to doing it at this point. I'm miffed. I'm miffed. I'm just so used to making horrifying noises at this point. I don't even really think about it. I feel like we're gonna fall into the exact same predicament. Oh my gosh. This level in particular is heinous. Can we like restart? I wish there was a restart. Oh. At least I can break through. I don't like hit a wall whenever I hit those barriers. That's what happens if you hit the cop cars though, so just be careful. It's like real life, you don't want to hit a police car. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Power mode. Edna mode. Oh, ooh, okay. No. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Maybe. The end's right here, though. Fuck. We did a little bit better. We did a little bit better. Let's try it again. They really love these motorcycle levels, so much so that it's actually the cover of the game. So, it tells you everything you need to know. I got 40 lives. I don't think we lose a life if we fail the race, so that's good at least. Alright. Listen to this. It was kind of more loud at the beginning. Some of these sounds actually sound like they're from Wild Woody too, like the ow. like when Wild Woody gets hurt. Wow, Woody. That is such like a bizarre game. I can't help but love it. It's just so fucking weird. Especially the cutscenes, like the nasty ass fucking dithering cutscenes reminiscent of the mid-90s. It's just, oh man. We should revisit that game. There's a few games that we have streamed on the channel that I would like to revisit. One of them is the Shrek game. One of them is the Shrek Xbox game. Because for some fucking reason, it is the most popular video on my channel. Was the couple hours of gameplay that we played of the Shrek Mario 64 clone. 'Cause that's literally what it is. I think all the Shrek videos that we've done, any Shrek game that we've played on the channel is like, they all are in the top slots for my most watched videos. Shrek Treasure Hunt, which I always call Shrek Treasure Cruise. And then the fucking Shrek 2. And then Shrek 1. And what's interesting about the Shrek Xbox game is that they kind of, I don't know if they like remastered it, but they ported it to the GameCube later. They call it like Shrek Extra Large Edition or something. I've never played that one, but people like Shrek content, I guess. You'd think like the Shrek is love, Shrek is life meme would have died 8 years ago, but it is still, the Shrek love is very, very strong. I did watch Shrek, the first movie, last year, but I've only ever seen the first two. I liked them both. I know there's the new Puss in Boots movie coming out. Maybe that'll, between that and like Michael Myers starting to make more appearances, public appearances again, maybe. I mentioned, we were talking about Austin Powers yesterday. I don't think there's going to be a new Austin Powers, but I would not be surprised if there is a new Shrek movie. People are thinking there's going to be like a little Easter egg or something for it in the new Puss in Boots. I would not be surprised.
To make it this far if you don't turn back.
I mean, what else has Cameron Diaz been up to? I haven't like heard anything about Cameron Diaz in like ages. Has she even like been in movies? Maybe she's retired. Cameron Diaz actually died in 2016. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. She was like in everything back in the day, I remember. I think this is the last medieval level that we get. This is very accurate to the weather today. It's very... Oh, I was not expecting to kill him there. Let's see if I die. Boom. Oh. I took a damage. That's okay. I like the music for these. They're fun. I'm just glad every time this game does not have the dun 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 dun. The Crash 2 warp music, that stays in the warp room, that's it. And it's a little bit more subtle too. That's why I still go back to Crash 2 just in so many ways. I think the music was the best balance. It had a great soundtrack, but didn't overstay its welcome. You know, the gameplay mechanics are like the perfect blend between the difficulty of Crash 1 and the gimmickiness, I would call it, of this game. But, like I said, when comparing these original three to something like Wrath of Cortex, it's leagues better. I lost all my Aku Akus on the way over here. Ain't that something? I would hate walking on these nasty rotting planks of wood in the rain. Slip right off. Like this. Whew! Here we are, back to the theme music again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit, I was supposed to save that. Darn. Damn. Let's see. Oh, wait. Ah! Oh, all but one. They do that on purpose. And this one, you have a time limit. Some of these are fun. Some of these ideas for the bonuses are fun. They definitely keep them fresh. Sometimes they get a little too crazy, though. Did you see that frame drop for a second? Alright, big boy. Oh, did I bounce on him? What the fuck? Damn, that was a rough one. Because I was already in midair when he sent it. I was going to land exactly where he sent it, because it homes on you. Homing attack. Dual wheels! Right, you horrible bastard. Yeah. It'd be fucked up if he could, like, turn around and start shooting forward at you when you can't even see him. Yeah! Dang, missed two. Oh well, oh well. Alright. It's time for our boy. Entropy. Entropy.
You
Wow.
vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time you've done it.
It's the Jordan Peterson of the Crash Bandicoot world. You stupid idiot! Clean your room!
Now you're on my time, you little skunk. Give me the crystals.
This boss fight's alright. It ain't too crazy. Why did the screen have to go white? Whoa! He's sending highballs at me. Just cutting that one a little close. Bitch! Oh my gosh, that is a death. Fucking shattered into particles. He got Thanos snapped. Poor guy. Music here's pretty fun, I like it. I was looking at the fucking capture, which was delayed by a few seconds. That almost fucked me up. Let's not die to this. New challenge. Don't die. Aha! Starting a new challenge called October, where I try to make it through every day in October. Crash, crash, crash.
My time is up. But yours
Oh my gosh.
soon will be too.
The death tornado spin. That is way too intense a name for what it actually is. You can spin longer now.
You insolent, insignificant morons! By defeating entropy,
I will kill you.
have placed us all in grave risk!
Crash, Coco, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate. Without Dr. Entropy's constant care and control, who knows what it will do?
Damn, Cortex is appealing to our sense of reason by going, yeah, you just fuck things up, things could get worse now. It's like, I hope you're happy, you just killed the lead scientist working on our project. Dun 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 dun. So scared, dude. I'm gonna take a short break. Do a little BRB action here. Stretch my legs a little bit. So give me a few. Get some tea, get some water, chill out for a bit. We'll be back in a few minutes with some more Crash Bandicoot 3. Sphinxinator. Ew. Sounds nasty. It sounds a lot like sphincter. Well, I can't go that way. Maybe there's like an invisible path or something. Oh, nice. What? I did not get hit by that. Fuck off. Double jump does come in handy for some of these situations. Alright, here's our new, like, see, we can mash that now. I haven't really demonstrated that yet, I realized. You look so goofy when you squat. In some of the old games, if you go too far away after TNT explodes, it might not count sometimes. Pretty sure we can actually just walk through those. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. One of those almost just fell on me. Yay. Little bonus stage, why not, eh? Why not? actually kind of like this riff on the main theme. Whoa. Oh, I see what you gotta do here. Get to be a little crafty. Yeah, I just realized something. Oh, I was not thinking there. I just realized that we've played the first 3 Crash games like in order. That was never, that was not my intention doing that. But then I was like, yeah, we played Crash 1 like back in like June or something. Did Crash 2 the other day, and now we're doing Crash 3. Does this mean I gotta go out and get Crash Team Racing, I suppose? I remember that game being very fun. Oh, I almost hit it there. Alright, let's be smart. Whoa! Whoa! Makes a very satisfying. Don't be mean to me, you little devil. Oh, fuck. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, Crash. Be careful. Whew. That was dangerous. Dangerous game that we've played. Dang, I missed 4. Oh well. See, my favorite is in Crash 1, whenever you miss them. Like, he just gets pelted with all the crates that he misses in a level. Crash Bandicoot has a very good physical comedy. Oh, one of these levels, I forgot about these. The plane levels. These are kind of fucky. I like them a lot better than in, I like the ones in Wrath of Cortex better. This is one of the few times I'm going to give Wrath of Cortex a compliment. I prefer the flying levels in that game over this one. These are fucking annoying. These little enemy planes, I'm pretty sure they spawn endlessly. And they just do not stop fucking with you. They're kind of hard to hit. Hey. And they can just shred your health if you don't address them. Fuck. Alright, I need some health. Bastard. So you have to like balance between getting through the level fast, but then also realizing that you definitely take damage during it. So try to save up your... I hate it. See, I wish they could only attack you if they're flying straight on, so you don't have to deal with these. I'm hitting you! Alright, we got 2 more, we got this. I see a health crate over there if we need it. Son of a bitch. Alright, here we go. Let's get that last one, come on. Come on. Look at that bullshit, though. Seriously. That is pure horseshit. There we go. I'm surprised. Do you hear that? Holy fuck, that was my controller. We should, instead of, you know, pacemakers cost a lot of money for elderly citizens, you know? Costs a lot on your health insurance and everything. We should just put PS2 controllers in place of pacemakers and elderly people, or those who need pacemakers. Because it'll do the exact same thing. Grandma's vibrating again, what's going on? Oh yeah, the PS2 controller's acting up. Oh, I didn't realize it actually shows you the time you need to beat to get the relic. But don't be fooled though. It's not just the blue relic. I'm pretty sure there's like a silver relic and then a gold relic. Maybe a platinum relic, or like a fourth one? Or that might be in the newer games. I know in Crash 4, like the fucking, there's so much shit to collect in that game. I think, honestly, I think they kind of overdid it. There's like literally 10 gems per level, but I think they kind of overdid it. But it's, you know, if you're into that stuff, it's fun. I could never 100% Crash 4. That game is tough as nails. They, you know, they kind of go easy on you the first world, you know, and then they're just take off the training wheels. It's like, all right, this is a Crash Bandicoot game, motherfucker. This is the one you've been waiting for, which I'm kind of glad that they did. They didn't really like beat around the bush when it comes to the game's difficulty, and to try to like be like, oh, get people, you know, comfortably back into it. It was definitely like Crash 4 felt like a game for fans. It definitely felt that. Whereas Insane Trilogy was meant to kind of bring new audiences to the original games. I think Crash 4, they definitely were like, this one's for those hardcore Crash fans, which is probably lends itself to why the game didn't really perform too well. I wish it did, though. I mean, I don't really know the numbers. I'm literally just going by word of mouth. Like, I've heard several people say that it didn't do well, but I don't know if there's like some sort of sales aggregate website that's like can be publicly accessed to look at like, because that's always cool to me, like to see like when games come out, like how well did they do financially, like something like fucking Wild Woody, how many copies did it sell? Because Wikipedia will only tell you some stuff for like maybe the big games, you know, and they have that information for like the box office for like movies and stuff usually on Wikipedia, but not so much for games. You say it's like I'm kind of curious. There's probably something out there. Oh, I got the, What's weird is I can't rotate the camera with the bumpers. So I have to, like, wait for... I have to, like, travel in the direction I want the camera to be for a little bit before it adjusts. Oh, there's a little life under there. I guess the idea is you hit the water hard enough to sink and grab it. I just love how little the crystals are in these levels. It's probably the same scale because we are on a giant, like, piece of machinery, but it's just funny, it looks so much smaller in the perspective. Oops. I had like so much time to react to that, but I just let it happen. I see a 1-up! Yeah! Oh, went too high. Oh, we're starting the future levels. I didn't think they started till the fucking last world.
So, Crash
What is this guy's name?
We meet again. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson.
Well, I've made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in like in the second game he only has the rocket in his head, but then in this game he's got like half a metal face because he got like blown up. Guy's gone through it. He's going through a lot. I actually kind of like these levels too. I don't remember them being too bad. I like them a lot better than the lab levels at the end of Crash 2, that's for sure. This is just Crash in a giant grocery store. He's on the checkout line. Ba-boom. Take me to the next section, please. Oh. Yeah. Oh, cool, I can bounce. Oh, damn. It's the worst feeling, getting an Aku Aku mask and then losing it immediately. Damn it, I slipped. Man, he holds you for a long time, doesn't he? Let's try not to lose him immediately. Oh, I can't bounce on those guys. Look at that. Just look at it. That's the thing that's always like confused me about most of these Crash games, that like it's not really clear what enemies can be killed and can't be. Like there's some giant mechanical enemies that you could kill just by bouncing on top of them. There's like some that like just can't die and it's like an instant death if you touch it. I wish they would like commit to like all of them can be killed or none of them can. Oh, I probably could have gone. Bonus, let's go. Well, it's telling you to double jump. This is what you will need to pursue. Really going ham with the instructions here. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this level ain't too bad. I like it. Might be on track for the clear gem, actually. Oops. dropped like a sack of shit there. Really? Oh, there must have been like an alternate route or something that I missed. Never mind. Ah, Tomb Waiter, here it is. Here's the tomb with the water element. Ugh, I don't really care for this level. I think there's another one like it too in the last world. I'm not really a fan of these. I hate the ones where you have to wait around a lot for shit. That's basically what it comes down to. If I die immediately by touching the water, then why can't the enemies, huh? This is mean. Oh! I noticed there haven't really been many like bonus segments where like there's long stretches of the bouncy crates. Oh my gosh. So it's 5 bounces in Crash 3 and 2 if you bounce off it then bounce back on. That is mean. Oh, that's double mean. Soiled it. Let's try that again. Oops. Give it one more go. And I'm moving on. Oops, I already forgot. That's okay. How do we do this then? A healthy compromise. I'm gonna wait. Excellent. Oops. Oopsie. Another bonus? Oh no, wait, is this the fucking death platform? Oh my gosh. Did I just make the biggest mistake ever? Yeah. Listen to how much more intense that music got. That was ambitious. I should not have done that. Oh, how did I not die there? Fucking hell. So far, so good. Oh, it faked me out. Damn, the blue gem was within sight. Sweet. Oops. Almost fucked up. It's gonna be nasty. Sure do wish I had an Aku Aku. This level feels so long too. That's another reason why I'm not like the biggest fan of it. Thankfully, I haven't struggled too hard with the mechanic of it, but it's just kind of eh. It's just waiting around. That's really all it comes down to. There's the end, though. And Jin. Oh my gosh, how could I forget that name? I think actually Coco does this boss fight, which is interesting. Let's do it to it.
So, you want to go a few rounds? When this is over, we'll see who's obsolete.
Ow. Just have a health bar. Yeah, ugh. This boss fight's kinda eh. It's very similar to the one from 2, where it's just like, it takes a long time. The good improvement over that one, though, is that, you know, we can't get one shot here. At least we have, like, a health bar. It's better than the alternative. And it just comes down to hit everything that's yellow. It's also inverted controls, so if you're into that. Oh my gosh, I'm taking the full brunt of that attack. It's annoying too, the rockets actually take a couple fucking shots to hit. Oh wait, I think he has a final form though too. He does some fucks shit. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, this is insane. I don't like this one. Seems like they take less hits, thankfully. I mean, I'll give these fights credit for being, like, different. It's like... Oh my gosh, I'm so dead, yep. See, if it was just the first part, that would have been fine. And, like, if they could give you, like, an opportunity to get maybe a little health back, too. Oh my gosh, stop fucking up. Really? Yeah, it's also like unclear where you get hit as well. It's fucked up. It's a bit annoying. Can you hit his little arms when they're like facing down? Like it. Come on, man. How else am I gonna dodge? There we go. Doing marginally better. Let's try not to die. Yeah, that's why I said this boss fight and the last one are not my favorites. Fuck off. Of course, as soon as I move away, that's when I start shooting this one. Fuck! I didn't see that coming. I hate these little homing things. Can these things blow up yet, maybe? Holy fuck. Oh, you can actually destroy the little slow-moving things. Yeah, I don't like this boss fight. That's fucking lame. Alright, we're down the last one. Yay! That took 2 tries, not too bad. Still fucking annoying though. The Fruit Bazooka, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The cheapest power-up in video games. Where we have a little reticle rocket to destroy those scraggly crates that we miss.
Yet again, Engine has failed to defeat you. For this we must destroy you! Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
Damn, Cortex kind of like knows the meta by now. He knows the drill. You'll get the last 5 crystals, and then you'll fight me, and you'll probably kick my ass. gone tomorrow. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last world of Crash 3. Coming up on the end of our journey. Oh, fucking... How do you... I should have read the controls. We need the, There's the bazooka. Yeah, we can just fire this endlessly. It does not matter how many Wumpa you have. Yep, see, the number didn't go down. So what you do is you do this. Oh. You burp too. You have to burp in order to get the bazooka to work. Isn't this fun? This is how a Crash level should be. You stand at the beginning of a section, then you blast everything. I don't know. I mean, it's a handy power-up, but it's like, it's so out of place, I feel. I don't think I can go that far. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we can get the little crates. Just think about it, this was like 10 years before Call of Duty hit markers. And now both properties are owned by Activision. Isn't that weird to think about? What box am I missing? Oh well, I don't care. This means we're going to a side-scrolling part of the level, methinks. Yep. This will be a little checkpoint, though. Ooh, that was a bold move. Bold move caught, and let's see if it pays off. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm like eating through this dang old level. Whoops. It's the same violent death as that one time we died. Why do I keep doing that? Let's be careful. It's probably better to just wait for when the enemies are vulnerable and then kill them than try to do the, try to do some shenanigans. What? Oh, shit, when I knocked the crate out from under the other one, it didn't set it off. Damn it! I couldn't move forward and spin at the same time for some reason. I was struggling. Really? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. We're in the last world, so get ready for bullshit. Why can I not hit you? What's going on, big guy? I'm like so nervous to like be spaced and oh my gosh. That, you took way too long to transform back. These guys are fucking with me. They're psyching me out. What? It's just that they've unleashed the floodgates for the bullshit, it seems. We can use this as a little checkpoint, thankfully. That's what I do like about Crash games, though, is that the bonuses act as little checkpoints. Yeah? Oh, I know what I have to do. Doi. I like this riff of the main theme too. You see what I mean for how fucking much they use it in this game? Oh, you can shoot the Wumpas and collect them. That's interesting. I don't know anyone who would like sit there and just like wait to do that though. If you're desperate for lives and making every Wumpa count. The Wumpa fruit. Yum yum. Delicious. Delicious Wumpa. Oh my gosh! This entire section I actually forgot about my bazooka. That's probably part of the reason why I was struggling so damn much. I'm a silly goober. This is a purist Crash run, a no bazooka run, thank you very much. It doesn't kill them. Jumping on them kills them, but blowing them up with explosives does not. Keep that in mind. I do like the city background, though. It's very cool. It reminds me of the Metropolis level in Spyro 2. Same kind of vibes. Look, it's Papa John's. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Making really good time with this game. Might be able to beat it under 3 hours, and that's including like a 10-minute break. Oh gosh, here we go, guys. This is probably gonna be the toughest motorcycle level of them all. I guess the rumbling's supposed to emulate the engine of a motorcycle. Oh, the cop cars are moving now. There's new meta. Usually the best way for the boost is to like take your hand off the accelerator when you're boosting, so you will have a lot more control. Also for these sharp turns. It'd be funny for like Crash Team Racing if they made the whole game control like this. It probably would not have done nearly as well. I remember Crash Team Racing was pretty fucking big. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss that. It was like very big when it came out. Pretty much everyone I knew growing up had it. fucking vibrating is like rattling my bones. It's dislodging my skeleton. I think I just ran over a bird. Oh no. Threading the needle there. Even the AI is doing off-roading. I think there's like one section at the end of this level that's just like boost after boost that you can chain if you're... There we go, okay, alright. Now we just gotta play it safe, that's all. Just gotta play it safe. Looks like there's still a decent amount of level left. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We fucked up. It's fucked up. Yep. Aw, damn it, man. That was, that part sucked. Fuck those cop cars. Is this what ACAB means? Oy. I guess I could do all the other levels but this one and do it at the end. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we're done with the underwater levels. Big if true. I could probably knock this out this time around. This was a good run up until that point. Just completely got fucking walled at the end there. No coming back from that, eh? Bob and weave, bob and weave. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck off. Oh no. Oh, thankfully I glanced off of that. It's pretty forgiving. It's surprisingly forgiving. We gotta hit a boost soon, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to... Oh my gosh. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Oh no, here's the shitty part. Come on. Come on! Fuck! Oh, if I hadn't bounced off of him, I would have made it. Man, this level sucks. That's fucking annoying, dude. I hate being railroaded by a gimmick level. And this is the epitome of why I prefer Crash 2 over Crash 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is a bigger race roster than Mario Kart Double Dash. There's only 8 places in that game. Focusing right now, sorry. I'm in the fucking zone, bro. Oh, I thought we got that boost. Oh fuck. That was too chaotic. Alright, no more fucking around. We gotta win now. If I fuck it up again, we're gonna do the other levels first, because I don't want to repeat this 800 times. Shit, we're coming up on the end. I can sense it. I feel it in my bones. Alright. Don't fuck it up. Yes! Smooth as butter. Man, that vibration, it's fucking... It's like whenever you're, like, doing a leaf blower or, like, the lawnmower for too long and, like, you let go and your, like, arms are still, like, tingly. That's how fucking strong the vibration is. I did not hold back with this dang old controller. I'm gonna save, just to be safe. We're getting close to the end of the game, and I don't want to start burning... I mean, I got 52 lives, but still. Better safe than sorry. Flaming passion. The flaming passion. Hello, it's me, David Lynch. How are you today? I made a new movie that you won't understand. Oh. Oh. I'm still in like high-strung mode from that damn motorcycle level. Let's slow things down a bit. Let's take it slow. Let's take it chill. Let's have a nice chill lo-fi crash beats to Wilbago to. Oh no. What are you supposed to do? Oh, there you go. I guess that. Whoa! Whoa! I feel like we got the crystal really early here. There's probably a lot of level left. It's like, maybe it's a vacation level because they knew. Oh, we gotta wait for timing. What? Come on! Like, give me a chance! What? I think I gotta do the hover. That's probably what needs to happen. I gotta do the hover. Yeah, that's another thing I don't really like, is that they have to, like, bake in the mechanics that the power-ups that you get into these later levels, when I feel like it should be kind of optional. It's just me. Okay, I don't even need to do the hover. I was just being silly. Quirked up and silly right now. My tummy's starting to rumble. It might be food time soon. Perfect timing, because we're almost done with this game. What if you can... Oh, you can. That's cool. I didn't know you could actually kill those guys. Oops. Let's try that again. Endless spinning! Spin with me, Chris. Spin with me. Oh, fuck. I thought I was gonna die. I saw a monkey holding pots clipping through the wall over there. What do you think you're doing? There's a lot going on with the instrumentation in this song. Oh. Oh gosh. Really making you work for it. No. Not falling for that. And I think at this point they're not putting nitro switches at the end of the level because they expect you to fucking bazooka each one. How about I'm doing none of it? And I'm not talking about the Canadian state. None of it. Isn't that one of the states? Am I just being dumb? That level was eh. It was neutral. It's a neutral Milk Hotel type level. Plane level. Oh, okay. I forgot they had one of these here. One of the light levels. That's cool. Fuck, let's get this over with. At least these ones can be fast if you don't fucking die a bunch.
Crash, Coco, remember, it is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
Remember your training, my children. I love Crash, he's like, ugh. He's got a big smile. He's probably got the most chapped lips in the world right now. Having his mouth open without like an enclosed helmet in an open biplane. The man's probably got ghoul lips. I think I have to like aim specifically at the fucking engines. What if Crash was in World War II? Oh gosh. Maybe if I stay up close and personal to these planes, the guys can't spawn and fuck with me. That's bullshit that he started shooting me all that far away. I can't do anything. I feel like they've got better range than me. Hey. Alright, I need some health. Of course, on the other side of the level. Alright, let's go. Hold it steady. I want this health right here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on now. There we go. Bob and weave, but I wish you could do like a barrel roll or something to like quick dodge. That would make this so much more tolerable. I'm asking for like mechanics that... You know, fuck, Star Fox 64 was out by then, I'm pretty sure, so... That's not an unreasonable thing to ask for in a plane level. Alright, come on, give me this health. How did I not hit that guy? Who cares? He fucked off. Making a right turn. Let's finish this. Finish the fight. Do the enemies infinitely respawn? I don't know. I wish they did. I'm gonna assume that they do. Like, you can't just bounce off it. It's nice that they don't make you, like, crash if you, like, hit them. There we go. That's my controller. That's just a taste of what I've been experiencing most of this entire playthrough. Surprised, like, I haven't dropped the controller yet because it, like, vibrated out of my hands. Alright. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this level. I hope I'm not proven wrong. Because it's weird, like, even though, like, these are kind of bullshitty if you're trying to 100% them, I kind of like the glowing levels. Oh wait, it's not even entirely pitch black. Oh, this is fun too. This is like on the outside of like the tomb. We're not like in a tomb right now. Oh, there's like a delay in my death. I hope this level doesn't end in a tomb or go through a tomb. I want to stay outside. Where's our open world survival crafting Crash Bandicoot game? Not gonna lie though, I'm low-key looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. Here's my opinion on Sonic Frontiers. It's definitely gonna be better than Sonic Forces. That's not a hard competition. Oh, it's a light-up part for the interior. Okay. Alright, I can vibe with this. At least there's no water. I'm glad the water level, like the water tomb level was... Oh. Wait, I've got Naku Aku though. Can I... See, it'd be nice if if I could react immediately and not, like, have it wait for the next fucking thing to kill me. Uh-oh. He's about to go away. I can sense it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was pure luck right there. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing here. This is fun. We haven't really had many opportunities to have invincibility in this dang old game. There we go. Oh, you can actually break the mummy. Fuck the bonus. I've got tunnel vision, bitch. Okay, come on. Take your time. Take your bloody time. Yes. Oof. Going in. Yo. Oh wow, they actually do give you a nitro switch. I'm surprised. That would be fucked up if they expect you to stand in the dark while with fading light to like bazooka each one of those things. All right, here we go. The Cortex fight. I remember this fight kind of giving me some trouble. So, fair warning. That is a menacing picture. This looks like something out of The Fourth Kind. It looks like an alien. But before we fight Cortex, I'm gonna take another short little break here. Prepare myself for the final fight here. Y'all ready to finish Crash 3? Let's do it. Alright. So like I said, this boss fight gives me a lot of trouble for some reason, even though it's kind of easy. Good news is I have a mask. Part of me is tempted to, like, if we die a bunch, to, like, reset, just so I can keep the mask. We'll see. If it gets that bad, we'll see. This is it, the culmination of everything we've worked for. Oh my gosh, his face is so funny in this game.
This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry.
He's got such a square mouth, like, "Rah."
Incensed beyond belief. One Once again, you have
Crash,
outsmarted and
crash,
outspun my
crash.
best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious! But it seems you have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you!
It is pretty clever. I mean, they know they have to get the crystals anyway, so it's smart that they let their enemy get them all first.
Crash Bandicoot, for the last time, give the crystals to me.
The crystals! Oh my gosh, guys. I don't have an Aku Aku mask in this because he's in the fight. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. So it doesn't even matter that I had like the gold mask. Damn it. Well, at least I don't have to worry about resetting the game. I gotta get... It's been a while since I've done this fight, so I gotta get used to it. Does this kill me? Let's test. Okay, it does. I just wanted to find out. I just wanted to find out that we were experimenting. We're using the scientific method to handle this boss fight. Oh gosh. What? I'm just goofing around now at this point. We gotta focus up here. Can he even shoot me? Oh, he can. At least this is the last part of the game. Alright, I think I can kind of cheese this. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Guys, this is a stupid fight. I hate it. I hate it. Fuck off. Wait a minute. He only gets... Oh no, he does have the force for the whole time. Alright, I'm just gonna stay back here. We gotta get one hit in before we... Because I know that he does different shit each stage, so like, we haven't even seen what he has in his arsenal yet. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I like the final fight in, oh gosh. I like the final fight in Crash 2 a lot better. Oh, come on! I didn't see him coming. That's so fucking lame. And the fact that there's, like, canonically no way for me to get a mask for this fight is kind of poopy. It's just gonna be sheer numbers. We're just gonna have to do the law of large numbers to get this win. Because it's just a stupid fight. I just do not like it at all. Oh, come on, man. It's just weird though. Like whenever they're in that set, the masks are in the second phase and they're just spinning around at each other. I feel like it shouldn't be an insta kill. It should be more of like it pushes you off, and you can kind of recover from it if you're careful. We don't even know what the third one's gonna be like. Okay. I should stop complaining. We gotta get to work. Come on! Fuck, there was no reaction time. I couldn't react. I hate this boss fight so much. I knew it was gonna be bad. Maybe it was a self-fulfilling prophecy by me acknowledging it's gonna be bad, that it became bad. Man, oh man. I do not like this boss fight at all. It's so fucking dumb. Really? Really? I fucking hit him and he just ignored it. Wow. Guys, this is fucking... this is unprecedented. It's just gonna be bullshit. It's just gonna be... I have to embrace the fact that it's gonna be fully bullshit. That'll help me accept this a little more. Asshole. That's the thing that's annoying, though. There's like two things you have to look out for. You have to look out for Cortex and you have to look out for the masks. I think that's what makes this annoying. Alright. Oh, see? I had no idea where it was coming from. I had no idea where it was coming from. Because it sounds the same. You can't, like, hear it getting closer or not. It just sounds the same constantly. Like, it's so fucked. We can't even make it to the second hit. That's how fucked this fight is. I'm sure someone could clear this in 1 second. But man, oh man. Alright, come on, come on. Like, I'm afraid to go forward because then I won't be able to see, but then if I hang back, I won't have a lot of, like, recovery options. I think he has like a pattern. I think he has a pattern. See, now I'm fucking scared. Okay. Take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. And then I don't even know what the third one's gonna be like. Go in. I have no idea what to expect here. Could kill me immediately. It's like looking at the Ark of the Covenant. What the fuck? Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Cortex. Oh my gosh. Holy fuck. I hate that boss fight so much. I fucking hate it. I'll take the Crash 1 final boss fight over this one. This one fucking sucks. Got a little salty there.
Defeated again. This is not
He's got a
fair.
big old boo-boo lip, doesn't he?
Retire to a nice
I just want to
big
pull it
roof
down like
with
drapes,
nice
like Looney
big
Tunes
roof
style.
And a woman with nice big bags of eyes for my head. It's not over, Bandicoot. There are still the gems. We still have a chance to triumph.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Crash Bandicoot Warped, aka Crash 3. Malcolm He! Malcolm He! Tony Black. Hal Cook. This was made by HAL Laboratories. Susan McCready? I wonder if she's related to McCready from The Thing. Andrew House. Neil Musser. Ian McGuinness, hell yeah, that sounds cool. That name sounds cool. Corey Strock. Uncle Dave! Uncle Dave worked on this game, guys. You know that it's got Uncle Dave's seal of approval. Producer Surumi 600. I was imagining like a bunch of like Japanese businessmen sitting in a meeting room, and then they just have like a robot dressed up in a suit saying, "Hello, I am Suzumi 600. This is the video game we are going to make." to give a salute to these testers. They put in the fucking work. Imagine playing this game for like weeks straight to look for every nook and cranny thing that can go wrong. Mutato Musica. Classic. Did Universal work on the other ones? Oh yeah, I think they did actually. Oh, we didn't even read the back. That's usually tradition. Let's read the front back now. So Crash Bandicoot Warped Collector's Edition. It's good. It'll be good to know the features after we've beaten the game. Oh yeah, he's back and he's ready. It's a whole new time-traveling adventure. That's bullshit. All new style gameplay action. Scuba dive, ride a motorcycle, a baby T-Rex, and go free roaming airborne in a plane. That is not a good sentence structure because scuba dive, that's a verb. Ride a motorcycle, that's a verb. A baby T-Rex. And go free roaming. It just should have said like ride a motorcycle and a baby T-Rex, but they have a comma there. Anyway. Play as Coco, gallop along the Great Wall of China on a tiger, go extreme on a jet ski, and other high-flying surprises. Prove your skills with the new supercharged body slam, super slide, double jump, death tornado spin, and a laser-guided bazooka. All new enemies include a new big boss, Uka Uka, Entropy, a menacing Dingodile, and of course the return of some favorites like Engine and Tiny. They didn't include Koala Kong in this game because no one fucking likes Koala Kong. More action, more fun, more puzzles and secret levels, and you didn't think it could get any better. And here's a quote from PlayStation Extreme. Crash Warped isn't just a sequel, it's a whole new game. Oh yeah, it's the must-have PlayStation Game of the Year. There you have it, the critics have spoken. Crash Bandicoot 3, let's save. And then I'm gonna go eat some dang old food, because I'm hungry. Whoop. Paschetti. Look at that, we beat the game, but we're only 35% done. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Again, you know, I kind of got complainy at the end of the run, but it's still an alright game. Definitely like the first 3 Crashes are the ones that I always seem to gravitate towards. I guess this means we're gonna have to start thinking about the other Crash games too at some point. Crash Team Racing, Crash Bash, Wrath of Cortex, fuck. Fucking Wrath of Cortex. Oy. That's gonna be something. But yeah, there we have it. That was fun. You know, I encourage you to check out this game if you haven't played. Again, one of the best ways to do it now is to get the remakes across all platforms. They got it. But the original games on PS1 are still pretty affordable. Thankfully, PS1, PS2s aren't the craziest expensive. Actually, PS2s might have gone up in price recently. But you could probably get a PS1 for like 40, 50 bucks. I encourage you to play it if you haven't. And also play Crash 2. Maybe play Crash 2 first. It'll make you fall in love with the series.